Hey everyone, my name's Emma and welcome to the Kooky Jar. If you haven't already, you've probably noticed something a little different about me. I got my eyebrows done. No, not really. I got my hair cut yesterday and it's been just about 24 hours, but I absolutely love it. And today I wanted to talk about 10 things that I learned after getting my hair cut. So I will just jump right into it. Thing number one that I learned is that it was a good decision to spend a while thinking about cutting my hair before actually cutting my hair. Now, I'm not saying that you should wait 9 months before you actually cut your hair, but I waited 9 months. I began thinking about cutting my hair in March, and it is December now, and I just cut my hair. And I'm not saying that you should wait this long, and in fact you probably shouldn't, but I'm also saying that you shouldn't spontaneously rush into a supercuts and tell the stylist to chop all your hair off. I think it's important to watch videos like this and weigh the pros and the cons of cutting your hair, to do your research on your hair type and styles that you like and a good hairstylist, and to figure out, are you willing to have this type of change, and are you willing to lose certain things that come with long hair and gain certain awesome things that come with short hair? Are you willing to take that risk? And if the answer after several weeks or months is still yes, chances are you really want it, versus a week into wanting to cut your hair, you do it and then you regret it because you just were so spontaneous and excited about it in the minute that it died out quickly and you realized that you didn't really want it at all and you didn't know what the pros or the cons would be. Thing number two. I can do numbers. Pictures are your friends. This is not only for doing research, and you should definitely show your stylist photos of what you want. I will show you why. I want you to picture a red box. Okay? What are the dimensions of that red box? What shade of red? What material? Is the box open? What's the thickness? If I say red box, the picture I have of a red box in my head is likely going to be very different from the picture of a red box in your head. So if I show up to my stylist and I try to say, I want short sides on this haircut, what I think of as short sides might be different from someone else's idea of short sides, and that someone else might be the person cutting your hair. And if you don't like what they did, well, that would really not be good, would it? So pictures are your friends, reference them. I am glad that I did. They don't exactly have to be like what you want, what haircut you want, but they're always a good starting point, and it's way better than trying to describe exactly what you want with words. And I actually had a whole folder on my phone dedicated to hair photos, and I only ended up showing 1 or 2 photos, but I was still really glad that I had done all of that. Number 3, I learned that hair texture is pretty important. I'm gonna throw up some photos now. Is it this way? Nope, it's this way. I'm gonna throw up some photos now of what my hair looked like before. And you've seen it in a ponytail, but this is it down. I'm gonna put it right here. Nope, wrong photo. Different photo. Okay, here we go. This is me with long hair. And my hair is really thick and frizzy and wavy and almost curly. And my hair texture is very different from someone with straight hair or very curly hair, so that's important to take into account when you do cut your hair. For example, this cut might be less ideal for somebody with very curly hair, or it might, depending on how much work you're willing to put into it. You might have curly hair and want this, and it might look really awesome. But it's important to take into account what type of texture your hair is before you actually cut your hair, because your hair might lay a different way, or it might require extra work to maintain the same style as someone who gets that cut with a different hair texture. So I'm glad that I did take that into account. I learned that it's actually more important than you think it is. Thing number 4 I learned: trust your stylist and go to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. I went to a professional salon, and I went to a very amazing guy who worked with me. He explained step by step what he was doing, and he talked with me and answered all my questions, and I learned that that is ideal. For example, let me turn the right way in the camera here. I have what's called a cowlick, which means this part of my hair sticks out a little bit more than the rest. And I said, can I cut that part a little bit shorter. I don't want that part of my hair long. That's not what I originally wanted. And he actually said, no, trust me, if you cut it, it'll actually get even pointier and be even more rebellious. So I trusted him, and I don't regret it. Number 5, what I learned. Showering is really different now. I go to wash my hair, and I go to run the water through my hair, and I go like this to pull all my hair, and it's not there. And then I go to wring all my hair out, and it's not there, and I'm grabbing it, and it's the weirdest feeling. And washing shampoo out of my hair is different, but I'm using less shampoo, and I'm showering in less time, and I'm drying off more quickly. So I learned that showering now doesn't take as long, and it's much easier actually. Not that that should be the determining factor in cutting your hair, but it's certainly something that I learned. Number 6. This one is more personal to me. I learned that styling your hair can be fun. As someone who's had her hair in a ponytail her entire life, I never thought that playing with your hair in the mirror could be something that you could do for more than 3 minutes at a time. Here I am, loving to style my hair, and it's been such a short amount of time since I actually got it cut. When my hair was long, I'd straighten it for formal events, and that would be that, or I'd let it air dry after a shower, or I would just throw it up in my good old classic ponytail that I joke that I was born in because I wore it every single day. And it just wasn't fun. My hair was just there. I learned that was a sign that I didn't like long hair, and that may be one of the reasons why you want to cut your hair, is I just didn't like it at all, and it was just ugly to me to look at sometimes. This giant poof of hair in the back of my head, it became my sort of signature in my friend group as Emma's ponytail, but sometimes change is good, and I do not regret it because now I'm actually enjoying my hair, which is a first. I can't stop looking in all of the mirrors because I just love my hair. Number 7. I learned that beanies are your friends and you will love them forever and ever, especially in the winter when you could just sleep in your beanie. No, I don't know if you'd actually sleep in your beanie or not. But beanies are your friends, and that is because on a bad hair day, or if it's cold, or if you're just chilling, put on the beanie. Number 8. Yes, I learned that some people will be surprisingly supportive, actually. I knew no one was gonna hate me for cutting my hair, but I also knew that a lot of people liked my long hair, and I was afraid they were going to say, oh, why would you cut your beautiful hair off? And in fact, some people did say that, but I was also surprised at how many people were like, oh my gosh, you look so great, or it came out better than I would have thought, or I'm so glad that you're happy. So I learned that if you can find even just 1 or 2 people who will love you regardless of hair, because it is just hair, then you will feel better. And it always helps to have those 1 or 2 people, at least, that you can fall back on and spam with hair selfies. Number 9. I learned that face shape doesn't really matter, actually. You see all these videos about the proper face shape to go with the proper haircut. And if you have a diamond cut hair chin thing, then it should go with this arrangement of your hair follicles. Like, just random stuff about, like, telling you what to do with your hair based on your face. It doesn't matter, okay? I don't care what anybody else says. If you want to get a haircut and you've been thinking about it for a while, your haircut should not be based on your face shape. Now, it's worth taking into consideration your hair texture, because that's going to determine how easy it is to maintain your hairstyle. But based on your face shape is just kind of silly to me. So if you have a round face or a heart face and you want to get that bob or that pixie, go for it if you've taken the time to think about it and you've done your research and you found the right people, etc. But your face shape, I learned, should not be the reason to get your hair cut, because nobody is going to look at you when you get your hair cut and say,
you know what? That hair just doesn't work on you. You have this diamond-shaped face, and it just doesn't complement you as well as it could if you had a heart-shaped face.
Nobody says that. So, chill, find those supportive people who will like you no matter what, and enjoy your hair. And number 10, and most importantly, I learned that your experience is going to be very different from my experience and anyone else's experience that you watch. It might be similar if you have a similar hair type or a similar texture, but there are such a variety of factors that affect your entire hair cutting experience that you can watch as many of these videos as you want, but ultimately if you want to see what it's like, you just got to do it. And remember, the hair grows back. If that's the one argument you're making to convince yourself finally that you should just do it, then you should really just do it, because it's not as bad as you think it is. I don't know anybody else with an experience like mine, but watching these videos helped, and doing my research helped and made me more comfortable with the decision. So hopefully I've inspired you to either keep watching these videos or cut your hair. I really don't have any cons at this point. A lot of it's just logistical, almost. Like, I gotta spend an extra few minutes in the morning styling my hair, but I actually like styling my hair, so it all kind of balances out for me. But if you do have any questions about cutting your hair, feel free to message me on Instagram or comment in the YouTube comments section. If you need a little bit of encouragement for going ahead and cutting your hair, I'll be happy to provide you with some. And if you have any more questions about my experience, I'd be happy to talk about it too, because I know that when I was watching these videos, I didn't see anybody else with my hair texture. So hopefully it'll be comforting for any of you who have thick, fluffy hair like me to see that you are not alone. So with that, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing for more awesome content. I will be covering everything and anything that pops into my head. There might be more hair tutorial videos, probably will be. So if you are interested in that, it's definitely worth, at the very least, considering. And make sure to drop a like on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!